Well, hi everybody, and welcome to today's Kevin Kuretzky Show. I'm your host, Kevin Kuretzky. Thanks for joining us today, and what we're talking about is something very important. Taking time for yourself in your day-to-day life. You know, look, we all get frustrated, we all have things that are going on, we feel overwhelmed. Listen, you need to take a minute or two for yourself, and that's what we're going to talk about today. You know, in today's changing world, we find we lose ourselves in relationships, obligations. We really find that we're not our best at times, and I can talk about this from experience. There are moments where I feel like, why am I not being maybe as friendly, engaging? Why do I feel overwhelmed, stressed? It's because I'm not taking the right amount of time for myself. Now, people have said, oh, that's so selfish, but it's not, because there's going to be a homework assignment later in the show that I want to hear about that'll talk about that. So, what I want to talk about is how in the busyness of day-to-day life, how do you take time for yourself? And how do you make sure that you are the best you can possibly be for yourself and everybody else? Because the truth is, if you're not taking care of yourself, how can you possibly take care of anybody else? So, here we go. Write this down in a journal, a notebook, maybe in a card, something for you to always keep with you. Here's some questions I want you to ask yourself, and then we'll follow up on a future show. First of all, how could it be a gift to others to take time for yourself? I'll repeat that again. How could it be a gift to others to take time for yourself? Something I want you to think about and answer. What would it take to make time for yourself a priority? What would it take to make time for yourself a priority? I love that question because you have to put yourself as a priority. In our lives we have a list of what comes first, second, third. You need to be number one on that list, because if you're not taking care of yourself, again, how are you ever going to take care of everything you do? The third question, what activities bring you joy or nurture you? What activities bring you joy or nurture you? I love that because it really shows that it's about you. What makes you happy? Because that's really what it's about, is that self-fulfillment of being happy. The fourth question is, what is keeping you from doing things that energize and inspire you? What is keeping you from doing things that energize and inspire you? And the last question, how can you bring more of these simple treats into your day? How can you bring more of these simple treats into your day? So what I want you to do is, I want you to answer those questions in a journal, a notebook, and I'm going to post these on Facebook so that you have them. So you go to kevins.kuretzky if you're not already a member of Facebook, of my page, and I'll put those questions up there for you to copy down. Also, if you forgot them and you want to email me, go to kevinkuretzkyshow@yahoo.com or give me a call and I'll let you know what the questions are at 612-237-6209. I found this really interesting. Time for yourself, I think we think it has to be some grandiose thing like taking a whole day to myself or a whole half a day. It's really just taking a few minutes a day. Here are some simple things you can do in your day that take 5, 10, 15 minutes. First of all, just take a time to sit in your favorite chair, maybe have some tea, coffee, and relax. And just take time for yourself. And just write in your journal. I've used that theme a lot in our show, but I'll tell you what, writing in a journal about how you're feeling and what's going on in your life really clears your head. I know I do that on a day-to-day basis. Also, going for a 15-minute walk, just maybe around the block, or really taking some time to get some fresh air. Fresh air is known to not only clear your head and energize you, but make you feel better, and it kind of relieves stress. I know that I do go for a walk every day, we've talked about that, and I know that my head always feels so much clearer after that. As a matter of fact, before I tape any shows, I always make sure I had some physical activity. The reason obviously being to clear my head so I can talk with you about these subjects and connect with you. And it clears my head of what my intention is for the day. Listen to your favorite music, watch your favorite television show, but do something for yourself. It doesn't have to be an all-day marathon of shows. For me, it would be The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, although I do take time for myself a lot to watch those shows. But I mean, it's really important for you to take time for yourself. And find what nurtures you and what brings joy into your life. Taking time for yourself is about bringing joy to yourself. And it's not selfish. It helps you to find out who are you and who do you want to be. So viewers, take time out for yourself today. You did it right now by watching today's show, and I appreciate that. I'm going to take time for myself today doing one of my favorite things, and that has been talking with you. So until tomorrow, I'll see you later. What I know for certain is taking time for yourself is the best way to connect with yourself. Until tomorrow, everybody, we're all in this together. Bye. Have a great day.